Once more. The same dream. Always the same.
Look on the bright side. You don't have to keep looking for that teacher of yours. Hey, I just pointed out a completely innocent fact. The fact that you look so pissed off is just an added bonus for me.
Shut up. Ergo, what are you? I mean, Nathaniel has studied you for centuries, but none were able to discover too much about your origins.
Yes? And what did they say?
There were all kinds of theories. Some said that you were a malevolent manifestation of thousands of evil souls. Others theorized that you were a higher demon from another plane of existence. And some people thought that you were a god.
And what do you think?
I think that maybe you don't know what you are. That sometimes you're simply lost. So, what are you?
I am Ergo Mundus, little girl. No more, no less.
You really wanted to destroy the world?
Make no mistake, little baby. I never tried to destroy it. That's a stupid misconception that you people have about me. I've said it over and over again. My only intention was to sit on the Imperial throne.
But why?
Because I was told that it was impossible. It was a matter of principle. I would look bad if I merely let it pass, don't you think? Also, I was so bored at the time. I am power, babe. Absolute and unstoppable. Don't forget it.
And what about all the people who died in the uprising against you? All the innocents that you killed?
I have never killed anyone who didn't fight me. I am a monster, babe, not a murderer. Maybe the ones who decided to follow me did, not me.
But they were your followers after all.
I never asked them anything. They simply decided to tag along with me, as if I was some kind of savior for those who lurk in the shadows. Can you really blame them? For centuries they were hunted and destroyed. Even then, that was stupid. If they wanted to destroy mankind, they should have simply waited in the dark till humans couldn't find any other enemies than themselves.
What do you mean?
Look at the world. Can't you feel it? The ultimate war is coming. The Empire has fallen, and many want to take the throne. Millions will die. At the end, mankind is its own worst enemy. Don't you think?
I think that sometimes we may be lost. We can hate and destroy, but we can also find our way. There is hope for us, ergo. If you see the darkness, it's because there's light.
Sometimes I think that you really are too nice for this job. That, or you're simply an idiot.
Why did you take my name away?
I did not. I mean, not because I wanted to. It is something that happens with all the people who sign a pact with me. My essence consumes something from you to link yourself with my power. It takes away a part of your existence. Other people forgot your name because, well, it's like that part of you never existed to begin with.
And you? Do you know it? My name?
Oh, maybe.
Could you tell me what it is?
No.
How did you end up sealed in that book? I mean, I've heard the whole story more than once, but I always wanted to hear it directly from you.
Oh, come on. For real? What do you want to know that? It's an old story.
I won't force you, but I am really curious.
Centuries ago, soon after I appeared in the world, I fought against the Empire due to a little misunderstanding. When I was about to win, my body, my real form, was temporally shattered in a fight against the greatest agents of Nathaniel, the Empire, and the Church led by Elenii Grimoire. But it was pretty obvious for them that I couldn't be really destroyed. Ellie understood that it was just a matter of time until I would reform myself in a new body, and created a countermeasure against me. She put a part of me inside of this book, an ancient artifact full of seals made of her own blood, and tricked my spirit to go there. I was pretty confused in that moment, so I really fell for it. When I understood what was happening, my soul was already fused with this vessel, and her seals limited my power. And voila! I had become a book. Fun story?
Thanks for telling me. Why do you work with Nathaniel? I mean, we are the ones who sealed you.
Well, when I became a book, my movement and powers were quite restricted. Nathaniel could not destroy me. Even in this form, they never found a way to finish me for real. Especially because no one knows if I could simply reclaim my old body again. So, they decided to lock me down. During that time, the only one who visited me was Ellie, which made my confinement bearable. One day, when I was really bored, she came to me with a proposal. If I agreed to loan my powers to Nathaniel, I would be able to go back to the world, helping the organization to destroy things that could be a menace for everyone. That manipulative woman. I couldn't say no to her. You know very well the rest of the story. A catalyst was needed to use my powers, a human medium that could supervise my actions. For that reason, the first bearer of calamities was born, someone that would be able to use me, bonding with my essence. At least, that way I would be able to loosen up from time to time. But honestly, all the previous bearers were a bunch of assholes. Did you see that? Someone was there.
I know.
These seals are really powerful. I don't think that we can open them, baby.
What?
Wherever we are, this is not the world we both know.
Go back. This place is not safe.
You? What the hell are you doing here?
Not the time or place to talk. Go back from where you came. I will wait for you there.
Ergo? You know what that thing was?
Let's go back, baby.
Answer me.
There is something I need to check. Let's go back.
Wow, is it really you? You can't stop seeing me, not even after a generation, eh?
I have no choice. There are just some children who need a lot of attention. Hello, Ergo. You can't complain. This time you got a real beauty. There's no comparison to the previous bearers.
Nah, she's just a crybaby. You and your ass are still my favorites.
Are you trying to hit on me again?
Just until it works.
Sorry for ruining your date. Is it possible for one of you to tell me what's happening?
We meet at last, bearer of calamities. Sorry for my lack of respect.
Glad you know who I am. Unfortunately, I still don't know who you are, creature.
You don't know? For real? Pathetic. The whole of mankind owes everything to this woman. This creature, as you call her, is who, against all odds, managed to deceive and seal the most powerful monster which has ever walked the world.
You won't say it was you, right, little book?
You are Elianai Grimoire, the founder of Nathaniel, the first amongst the great saints. You're the woman who sealed Ergo in the Book of the Void.
Well, more or less. I'm happy to meet you.
Forgive my rudeness. I didn't anticipate anything good from one of Ergo's acquaintances.
I can't blame you for that. Also, my appearance is not exactly reassuring.
Are you dead?
I am as alive as you, but my body is in stasis due to some problems in the past. What you see now is just a spiritual projection that my mind, awake only for short periods of time, can generate.
What's happening, Ellie? Even if I know I am irresistible to you, I know you're not here for me. For you to get personally involved in something is...
I'm not here of my own accord. Something called me, and I'm not alone. Just as you are, there are things gathering in this tower. Entities with real power. Some are already here, and others, they are still coming. I don't know what it was, but one of the worst ones was just at the end of where I met you. But I think that it already left.
Are you kidding me? Should I remind you who you're talking to? I can blow up this whole place with one finger.
I can feel how weak you are, Ergo. It's useless to hide it from me. I've never seen you like this. In your current condition, I'm not even convinced you're going to be fine. Or if she will, for that matter.
My lady, you don't need to worry about me. I have a mission to accomplish entrusted to me by the Supreme Inquisitor.
Bearer, I know the artifact you're looking for very well. It's a book written by my sister with her own blood. I can assure you, it's not our priority now. I still don't understand the scope of what's happening and where we are. I tried to reach some of these entities, but without success. It seems that access to them is somehow closed. There are different seals somehow linked with fragments of their essence. Maybe if we could obtain some of them. But
What's happening?
I am unsure. Sorry. I don't think I can sustain this form much longer.
Ellie!
You should... Sorry.
Wait! Damn.
Don't worry. She will be fine. She's a tough one. We will see her again soon. For sure.
Okay, let's go. Let's meet those things.
That sounds nice. These seals are really powerful. I don't think that we can open them, baby. A mansion?
Look at all those puppets. They seem almost alive.
Yeah, this looks like a haunted house. I hope that they move and attack us or something. That would be so cool.
Ugh. Solomon Magitech. Science of the Lost Times?
Unusual. It's not something you expect to see in a place like this. Babe, these seals, they are linked to the paintings.
Yes. There must be something in them. Now magical golems from Solomon?
Yeah, this mansion is full of surprises. You see? Living evil puppets! Hell yeah!
Oh, shut up! There is so much suffering here. This formula, it emanates a different energy from the rest of this place. This formula. They say that 1 in every 1,000 people is special, and 1 in every million an unparalleled genius. Nascal Mayorim is 1 in a billion. Since childhood, he showed an inordinate talent to create, a skill that surpassed even
Bearer of calamities, I felt your presence.
Lord Romeo?
Exet, are you kidding, babe? The damn Supreme Inquisitor here?
Shut up!
I am outside the building. Our forces, our armies, Nathaniel, the Inquisition, they are all here. I used all my power to create this gap that allows us to communicate, but it is unstable. We must be brief.
My lord, lady, she's dead. And the artifact is still missing. But it's just a matter of time before I—
Silence. What is happening is much more serious than you think. Far more than any of us ever thought. Just one person predicted it. And now we're too late. The whole world is in chaos. Many of the rules—
I'm sorry, my lord. I don't understand.
The book you had to recover, the Biblos, was a collection of prophecies made by Harel Grimoire. They described certain conditions that would cause the end of the world. The object itself was unimportant. What mattered was the content. According to her omens, when a certain number of unique entities were reunited, they would bring about the end of all existence. For centuries, we have called these creatures the Messengers of the End, a suitable name for those who are considered the harbingers of the world's destruction. However, we never exactly understood all the intricacies of the prophecy, nor were able to locate all of the messengers, until now.
My lord?
They are coming, bearer of calamities. Many are already here. This place is attracting the messengers to its core. We don't know how or why, but these creatures are meeting here for the first time. But we cannot enter. The tower is not in the same reality I am, where any of us are. Before me, there are only ruins and desolation. But you are already inside, which only means one thing. You are the last resort we have. You are my weapon, the darkness that devours darkness, my instrument of destruction. Find them, annihilate them, all of them, or the world will not see many more sunrises. We will try to stop them here before they arrive. but many will enter through the crevices between realities. Now go, Hunter of Shadows. You have much to do.
They say that 1 in every 1,000 people is special, and 1 in every... They say that...
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, shithead Romeo? If that thing says something like, it's dangerous to go alone, I will kill him.
Welcome to this, my humble room. My name is Velez. It is a pleasure for me to meet such distinguished guests. A monster without fate, and a young lady who has lost everything. Calm down, you have nothing to fear. I'm not an enemy. Though I suppose I would not consider myself an ally either. I am neither a memory nor a guest of the tower. You could say I'm a simple intermediary.
He speaks the truth, baby. I feel no hostility from him. In fact, I don't feel anything from him at all.
I know, but I can't help being uneasy. There's something strangely familiar about him. Velez was your name, right? Excuse me if I was rude. The truth is that it's been a difficult day.
Do not worry, my dear. Under the circumstances, it's logical that you are confused. You're not the only one here who feels this way. If you mean the tower, it has many names, but I think that it would be appropriate to call it Arcane. A place where the real world and the dream are part of the same side of the coin. The chamber, as I told you before, is Labyrinthos, my humble home. If you mean the tower, me? I'm just a mere intermediary between guests and the world. I am not allowed to interfere. That is what the rules of the existence dictate. I won't help you, nor will I stand in your way. If you are here, you were chosen. You, a monster without fate, and the one who has lost everything, you can choose. Choose what? Your eyes ask, even when your lips have not yet moved. Everything. There are no limits. Such is my task. You can obtain everything or nothing, as long as you exchange it for something of equal value. Of course. They, the same as you, are moving too. Many of them are also invited to Labyrinthos. Or at least, those who are real. But excuse me, I may have already said too much, and I should not ignore the rules. I couldn't say. There are rules, and my limits are inside this room. I can only say that this is an old story that is about to end. A tale that is just waiting for all the actors in the play to be placed where they belong. If what you seek is something material, I have for you a long list of artifacts that perhaps you may find interesting. In return, unless you have something more interesting, I'll be happy to use as currency the fragments of existence of those that you have destroyed.
The entity linked to this place is a psycho. Nascal entered the hall where the Council of Brax was taking place. The greatest artists and creators of the world met once every decade under those walls. Different civilizations. Nascal suddenly awoke. For months, he had been unable to sleep well, and that night had been particularly bad, something which he blamed on the emotion of being so close to finishing his work. Washing his face, he noticed how terrible he looked in the mirror, and thought that very soon he would have to be ready to return to society. This formula. Nascal entered the hall where the Council of Brax was taking place. Nascal suddenly awoke. For months, he had been unable to sleep well, and that night had been particularly bad, something which he blamed on the emotion of being so close to finishing his work. Washing his face, he noticed how terrible he looked in the mirror, and thought that very soon he would have to be ready to return to society.
Death traps? This is our best date ever!
I have no importance. There is nothing I can do for you.
Everything is confusing. I was a creator. I am the one who devours everything.
I am nobody. I have
blood. I only remember the blood.
I am sorry, World Walkers.
So you really do have the ability to move between rooms in Arcane. You're definitely different from the rest.
You're the entity that we saw before in the central room.
Correct. But it would be better if you don't ask silly questions like who I am or what I'm doing here. I can't answer what I don't know.
You're different from the other shadows.
Because I have awareness of everything around me.
I've seen more like you. They were locked in a prison. I tried to talk to them, but they were not lucid.
Nor will they ever be as long as they're there. For many of them, that's not where they belong. In their correct rooms, they would be more lucid, as you say.
So I just need to free them?
You can't release them. It would be impossible for you. The tower won't allow it. They're too entrenched in their memories.
And you think that some bars will be a huge impediment? Idiot.
What imprisons them may seem to be metal bars easy for you to bend and destroy, but I assure you, it's much more than that. Each place is a whole existence by itself. It's the very concept of a prison which contains them.
So there's no way?
I didn't say that. I said it was impossible for you. But why are you interested? Do you have some relationship with any of them?
A few seem to have relevant information for us.
Interesting. I think I'll help you with this. It may be worth contemplating what will happen.
Can you do it?
Every gate has an exit. Every prison a way out. Just as there are doors, there are also keys in the tower. I can open them. Here's one. It will open any door, but only one. Like I said, they're more in Arcane. You only need to find them. But it would be better if you were both very careful when choosing which prisoners to release. Not all of them tell the truth. Not everyone deserves to be imprisoned. Not everyone deserves to be freed. Choose well. It will bring consequences. And even if you find all the keys, in the end, one door will remain locked. Now go. I'm done talking.
Nazcal suddenly awoke. What was a human being? What exactly was he? Nazcal didn't know for how long, years perhaps. He had asked the same questions without finding an answer. Was the dead body in the workshop the real Nazcal? But if it was, why did it hold the parts needed to complete the project? The puppet master had his body analyzed several times over the years, trying to find something that could help him determine if he was a man or marionette. In his research, Nazcal severed some of his What? They say... What was a human being? What exactly was he? This place. This is part of the messenger. Everything here resonates with his fragments of memories. We can use it to reach him.
Yes, but we will need at least 3 to summon him.
I have no importance.
I am the one who devours everything.
I'm just a merchant. And if I have...
The secrets. The passages.
No. I can't be free knowing that he is still there. Please, save him from that prison.
There is no time to talk, Bearer of Calamities.